My name is Ryan from Askreddit Tells, and today we're going to be looking at some more r/EntitledParents. But before we do, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all the latest videos. I just saw a lady get tasered for trying to snatch a woman's face mask to give to her child. I argued with my husband about whether or not to post this because I'm pretty sure this will make the local news and I didn't want to burn this account just yet. But he won RPS, so here we are. Prepare yourself, this story has layers. We were at the dreaded big box store picking up potting soil because we're going to DIY ourselves through the isolation. Things aren't crazy here yet, but there is a 2 per customer limit on a majority of items. I assume this means everything, so we're getting 2 bags of each of a few different types of soil. My husband's loading the last of the 8 bags on our carts when I hear her. I know it's a Karen just by the level of unnecessary outrage in her voice. Karen.
Are you kidding me?
Not a lot of people out here in the garden center, but we all look to her. I was almost disappointed to see she didn't come with the requisite haircut. She actually looked like a frazzled mom, her kid tugging on her hand and an overfull handbasket of groceries. And I had a moment of, girl, I feel you. But damn it, she was pointing at us. Karen.
You can't buy that many.
You are hoarding. My husband. Yeah, we can. We're getting 2 each. Karen.
Oh, you don't fool me. I know what you're doing.
My husband. So do I. F off. I'm just sitting there imagining all the ways I'm gonna rock his world tonight. Well, Karen huffed at that, spun around, and yanked her kid back inside to go complain to the employee working the register nearby. Now we're already paid for our items, and the employee had to come out and scan the bags earlier, and he could easily see our cart from inside. So being finished, we pushed the cart out of the garden center and into the parking lot. And then the automatic doors open behind us and I hear, now they're stealing. Just great. We load the soil into the car and turn around to bring the cart back and look at plants. By the time we get back, Karen's given up on trying to convince the employee we're the Bonnie and Clyde of dirt, and is now trying to negotiate skipping somebody in line. She has a child, you see, and her handbasket, well, it's just so full and heavy. Could she please just scooch right on in here real quick? And it'll just be an extra second, she swears. The woman Karen's trying to skip is young, maybe college age, and wearing a face mask. Not a medical mask, but the stretchy kind you'd wear while riding a motorcycle or when you're skiing. My husband has informed me it's a neck gaiter. The mask is black and has scary wolf teeth on it that honestly made the girl look like someone you should not mess with, even though she was wearing a Gap t-shirt and flip-flops. Mask girl's just shaking her head no, and that's all I got as we dropped off the cart. I browse, pick up a couple plants, and we head inside to wait in line. Now it's showtime. Karen and Mask Girl are near the register facing off, no pun intended. From the looks of things, Mask Girl finished her purchase and Karen stopped before she could leave. I don't know, she grabbed her or anything, but Karen was still holding her full handbasket, so she hadn't checked out yet. Well, she hadn't paid for her groceries yet, but clearly this woman had checked out. Karen.
But you don't even need it now. You're leaving. My son could get sick because you won't give it to him and he needs it.
Mask Girl. Hell no. You can't have it. Back off, lady. Karen.
But my son really likes it and it's obviously made for boys anyway.
Why would you even want to wear something so scary? Mask Girl. Because I like it and it has my germs on it. Why would you put a stranger's mask on your kid? Karen.
Why are you being so rude? You wouldn't let us go through the checkout first, and now you're making my son upset.
Mask Girl, your problem, not mine. And then Mask Girl turns to leave while Karen manifests the biggest balls ever and grabs Mask Girl by the back of her mask. Let me make a side note here. When all of this is going down, we're all just standing in line and watching. The register's still going boop, 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 as the employee scans items, but otherwise we're all just inside this hypnotic bubble. But that's when Karen reached out towards Mask Girl. It was like the bubble popped and made everything crystal clear. Not slow-mo or anything, but I absolutely felt hyper-aware, like Spider-Man. Karen reaches out, people on both sides of me inhale loudly. Karen grabs the mask and yanks. A lady on my right yells and my husband steps forward. So getting laid tonight. Mask Girl tucks in her head, and she turns to Karen like a pissed-off bull, with a bright and shiny new target. I think Karen was gonna say something like, "Don't walk away from me," or something, but all she got out was "don't." Crack. I looked around because the noise was so loud I figured the roof was about to cave in, but out of the corner of my eye I see Karen spasm and drop to the floor, writhing. Little Miss Mask Girl had a effing taser. I don't know when she pulled it out, this tiny little flashlight looking thing, but she laid Karen out with it. And not one of us moved, for what felt like forever, like we were frozen. And then it was effing bedlam. Security guard shows up, more employees show up, Mask Girl's chilling like she's been through this before and knows what comes next. The kid's screaming that the wolf girl killed his mom even though she's groaning, and sobbing on the floor, and clearly not dead, but maybe wishing she was. The people that had been in line with us were all talking at once, trying to tell the security guard what happened. We hung around just witnessing the insanity for maybe 2 minutes before Karen started choking out demands for an ambulance, the police, a lawyer, the mayor, restitution, and reparations. My husband made eye contact with an employee and got a thumbs up when he put the plants on a shelf and pointed towards the door. We got the F out of there. We drove home in silence until my husband parked our car in the driveway, and then we just burst out laughing. Neither one of us had seen anything like that before. We live in a small beach town. People are super laid back and mellow. Karen was anything but, and I hope to never see her again. ETA. Not sure what this award means, but I thank you very much. I made this account to tell a story that happened 25 years ago and blew my shot on a Karen instead. Slowly responding to messages, but to answer a couple of questions, I can't access security footage. I'm an unreliable narrator in what Karen's body actually did. I wasn't looking directly at her, but she flailed, fell, and squirmed while groaning. I do not know the difference between a taser and a stun gun. Mask Girl had what looked like a thin baton flashlight. We have very lax taser laws in this state. Thanks for reading, take care of yourselves, and stay safe. EM wants me to give her precious kid my 2,000-pound shoes. Hi there, for some background knowledge, I am a sneakerhead and collect shoes. I have a pair of off-white Jordan 1 Chicagos which cost $2K resale. I was walking outside before quarantine and a boy around my age approaches me. Boy, nice shoes bro. Me, thanks man, they are one of my grails. Boy, same, alright then, have a great day. Next I see him and his mother approaching me. Him trying to stop his mother. EM, my son says that he wants your shoes. Boy, I said that I want the same pair, not his. EM, shut up, don't interrupt. Me, well, actually your son is saying no, so please leave me alone. Boy, please mom, let's just leave. EM, give me your effing shoes. Me, these are worth 2K, I'm not just gonna give them away to some crazy bee that wants them. She then proceeds to hold me. EM, take his shoes! I break free and run away from her. I meet the kid another day. He was super chill and he apologized for his mother's behavior. We ended up becoming friends and laughed about it in the end. Edit, I bought them for retail $160, however resale is $2K. And that about does it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to check out some of our other stuff and even subscribe. As always, my name's Ryan from Askreddit Tells, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.